Anabolic steroids, what are they and what do they do? Anabolic steroids, commonly called roids, juice, hype, or pump, are powerful prescription drugs. They are controlled substances that are abused by people taking high dosage of them. Taking steroids satisfies the need to level up in the weight room, sports, and even in life. But is it enough for some people that are addicted to the grind and need something to level up every single day?
Serious athletes will tell you they have a strong desire to win. Athletes often dream of winning a medal for their country, or they want to gain a seat on a professional squad, in addition to the gratification of a personal achievement. However, most professional athletic organizations test their athletes for steroids, eliminating them in their system.
The usage of steroids have grown increasingly in the environment of sports.
The anabolic steroids are compounded to gain more muscle mass. Welcome back to T
and D Talk Show.
This is TJ Merli and
Danny Alvarez Talk Show.
Here with us today is Westlake's personal athletic trainer, Hillary Piccoli. How have you been, Hillary?
Great, thanks for asking. How are you?
I've been alright. So Hillary, how is it to be able to help and aid Westlake athletes in need?
I love my job, and I'm lucky to be able to aid in the health, wellness, and performance of our athletes for all modified JV and varsity level sports.
Okay. So how did you become a trainer?
So I was introduced to athletic training actually in Canada. I went to high school there and graduated from there, but they had a sports medicine class.
Okay.
So that's where I was introduced to sports medicine. And then I got a bachelor's degree in kinesiology, and then I came back down to the United States and got my master's degree in athletic training.
That's a crazy story, Hillary. Do you see steroids on the high school sporting field?
I don't, or not that I know of, but I do know that there are, a small percentage of high school athletes that do use performance enhancers.
Well, what's your opinion on that?
Obviously, there's better ways to enhance your performance, and it is cheating, and it's banned by most competitive organizations. So you shouldn't be doing it, and there's obviously healthier and smarter choices that one can make in order to perform better.
So in your whole career, any coworkers or colleagues, or have you ever seen it ever in the high school or even college playing field?
So not in high school, generally you're minors, so drug testing isn't a thing unless it needs to be done, which wouldn't come from athletics. It'd be probably nursing, and obviously parents should be involved. At the college level, there is drug testing that does occur in order to limit the use of steroids.
But why do you think athletes just do it to be more competitive, or is it levels?
I think that in the high school level, it comes from the pressures of wanting to be the best and wanting to get to college and doing whatever you can in order to get the edge to be better than somebody else. Unfortunately, like I said, there's healthier and smarter choices and ways to achieve that than using steroids or performance enhancing drugs.
Professional athletes, some of them don't even set the best example on high school athletes, and I think that's what makes the small percentage of high school athletes think it's okay.
Absolutely. You guys are very you're influenced by your peers and professional athletes and the social media. So yes, absolutely.
A lot of people that do, they don't know the long-term effects. Can you share some of those with us?
So there's both physical and mental effects that occur due to, it's a hormone you're putting into your body that alters, your behavior, your mood, could be in depression, various defects and challenges long term. You might see initially improvements in your performance, but long term it's not sustainable, and you're gonna have to. It's just not a good healthy choice.
Well, thank you for coming by. Up next, we have one of our own Westlake athletes, but let's give a round of applause for Hillary.
Introducing here on our talk show, former captain Luke.
That's fantastic. First question is, what are your opinions on anabolic steroids?
They should not be used in any type of sport because they're a performance-enhancing drug.
Have you seen it before? Like any friends?
No, never seen anyone using steroids.
Have you ever been tempted or seen a professional athlete do and think, wow, I could really get better in my sport?
Not really. Like, I could see that, yes, it does perform your performance, but I wouldn't want to do that to my body because of the negative effects.
Negative effects are a heavy factor, as Hillary just listed them, and a lot of people who use them aren't aware of that. So it's really good that you see them.
So, Luke, do you know any of the long-term effects?
I just
of steroids?
know that if you use them like for a long period of time and then you try to go back to your sport without playing them, that your strength will just be like nothing because you're so dependent on them. So once you start doing them, you really can never go back. Just know that if you continue to use them over a long period of time, your muscles will actually decrease in strength when you're not on them. So I would never use them on that period.
Yeah, but some players usually like to use it because it makes them stronger.
Yes, 100%, but over time, when you're not using them, you're weaker than you ever were before. So you become dependent on them.
So you're saying when you cycle off of it, you
Exactly.
become weaker.
Exactly. So basically, if you take steroids for a long period of time, it's a never-ending cycle, and you have to continue to do it if you want to feel strong.
Well, thank you for coming and giving us a real student athlete opinion on them, as it's, a question among people that if high schoolers are using them, since high schoolers don't get drug tested, so really give us a great inside look. I would give Luke a nice round of applause. Yeah, that's how high school athletes are affected by anabolic steroids. We got to talk to a trainer and a student. We've come to know that it's not used very much, but we don't know if that's 100% true because high schoolers aren't drug tested. This is a very informative episode. This has been T
and D Talk Show. See you next time.